My beloved child, do you feel as though life has become an endless war, a battlefield where every step forward is met with resistance? Do you sense the weariness deep within your soul, the quiet fears that whisper in the night, and the questions that linger when the world grows still? Questions like, will I ever find peace? Will I ever taste victory? I see you, my child. I see the weight you carry, the exhaustion that clings to your spirit, and the longing for rest that stirs in your heart. I know the storms that rage around you, the chaos that threatens to drown out all hope. But hear me now. This is not a message you can afford to ignore. I have not turned my eyes from you, nor have I left you to fight alone. Victory is not some distant dream, some far-off prize you must chase until your strength fails. No, my child, victory is yours right this moment, for I have spoken it into being. I am your Savior, your Shepherd, your King, and I am calling you to listen closely. Every word I speak is a spark to ignite the conqueror. I created you to be a conqueror, not defined by the battles you face, but by the one who fights for you. Do you hear my voice amidst the storm, when the winds howl and the weight of this world presses down upon you? I am there, whispering truth to your heart, declaring life over every circumstance that seeks to break you. The noise of doubt may roar, the shadows of fear may loom, and the lies of failure may try to silence me, but I am louder, stronger, clearer. I am here, my child, and my words are your weapon. When I speak, chains shatter, mountains tremble, and darkness flees. Do you hear me now? I'm telling you that this fight is not yours to wage alone. Victory begins the moment you turn your ear to me, the moment you let my light guide your path and my strength steady your soul. The enemy would have you believe I am silent, that I have abandoned you to your struggles. But that is a lie. I am your God, and I will never leave you. I see every tear you've shed, every burden you've carried, every moment you felt too weak to stand. You are not defeated. You are not forgotten. You are mine, and I am calling you to rise. This battle may feel overwhelming, but my voice is greater than the chaos. Lean into it. Trust it, and you will find a strength you never knew you possessed. I'm not asking you to fight harder in your own power. I'm asking you to listen, to let my words awaken the warrior within you, the one I designed with purpose and clothed with promise. Victory is not a hope deferred. It is a reality I have already secured. Stay with me, my child. Let me unfold the battle plan that will transform your weariness into triumph, your fear into faith. Are you ready? Then listen, for I am speaking, and my words will lead you to the victory that is already yours. Let me paint a picture for you, my beloved. Imagine a soldier on a battlefield, weary and worn, the enemy closing in from every side. The finish line seems to retreat with every step, and despair begins to settle like a heavy fog. But then, a voice cuts through the clamor, a voice of authority, of love, of unshakable power. That is my voice calling to you. I do not merely watch from a distance. I step onto the field beside you. My presence a shield, my words a sword. The exhaustion you feel is real, but does not define you. The fear that grips your heart is tangible, but cannot hold you. I am here, and I am greater than all you face. When you listen to me, when you let my truth sink deep into your spirit, something shifts. The battle no longer feels like a desperate struggle. It becomes a march of triumph, for I have already claimed the victory. My child, I know how loud the chaos can be. I know how the enemy seeks to drown out my voice with distractions, with doubts, with the clamor of this fallen world. But I am not a whisper lost in the wind. I am the Word made flesh, the one who spoke creation into existence, the one who calms the seas with a single command. My voice is not weak, is mighty to save. When you feel the storm raging, when the weight of life bears down upon you, pause and listen. I am speaking. I am declaring that you are not alone, that you are not forsaken, that you are destined for victory. This is not a promise for tomorrow. It is yours today, right now, in this very moment. Will you hear me? Will you let my words pierce the darkness and light the way forward? I see your struggle, my child, and I have never taken my eyes off you. You may feel isolated, abandoned in the fight, but you are never beyond my reach. I am with you in this battle, closer than your very breath. My words are not empty. They're alive, powerful, sharper than any sword. When I speak, things change. Why declare victory? It is so. Trust me, my beloved. Lean into my voice, and let it be the anchor that holds you steady, the fire that burns away despair, the light that guides you home. You are not defeated. You are mine, and I am calling you to rise. This is the beginning, not the end. Stay with me. Listen to me, and step boldly into the victory I have prepared for you. I am here, and you will overcome. My beloved child, you stand in the midst of a battle, fighting with all your might, believing that victory depends on your strength, your wisdom, your ability to hold everything together. But hear me now. The victory you seek has already been won. You do not need to exhaust yourself striving for it, for I have secured it for you through the cross. My Son, Jesus Christ, carried the weight of your sin, your shame, your struggles, and with his final breath he declared, "It is finished." In that moment, everything changed. The battle for your soul, your hope, your future, it is done. Every chain that binds you, every fear that grips your heart, every lie that whispers defeat, they have no power, for I have overcome them all. You see, my child, victory is not something you must earn or achieve. It is a gift I freely give, purchased with the blood of my Son. On that cross, he bore the burdens you were never meant to carry, the guilt of your past, the anxiety of your present, the uncertainty of your future. When he rose from the grave, he shattered the power of death and secured a victory that echoes through eternity. This is your foundation, your unshakable hope. You are not fighting to win. You are standing in the triumph I have already accomplished. Take heart, my beloved, for the cross was not merely a moment in history. It was the turning point of all time. It was the moment I proved my love for you, the moment I declared that nothing, no sin, no struggle, no storm could separate you from me. Why then do you strive so hard? Why do you carry weights I've already lifted? Stop, my child. Rest in this truth. The fight is finished, and the victory is yours. You do not need to prove yourself worthy, for I have made you worthy. You do not need to battle for salvation, for I have won it for you. Every enemy that rises against you, fear, doubt, despair, has already been defeated. The cross stands as a testament to my power, my grace, and my promise. When Jesus rose, he did not leave you to fend for yourself. He gave you access to the victory that is mine, and now it is yours. Lay down the burdens you've clung to, the ones that weigh you down and steal your peace. They're not yours to bear. I have carried them so you might walk in freedom. Imagine, my child, a war already decided, the enemy vanquished, the banner of triumph raised high. You do not enter the field to fight for victory. You step onto it to claim what is already yours. This is the reality of the cross. Sin sought to bind you, but I broke its chains. Death sought to claim you, but I conquered its sting. The enemy sought to destroy you, but I crushed his power. You are not a prisoner of this world's battles. You are a child of the King who reigns victorious. Every step you take, every breath you draw, is a testimony to the victory I secured for you. Do you see it now? The cross was my declaration of love, my promise of redemption, my gift of eternal triumph. Rest, my beloved. Stop fighting battles I've already won. The world may tell you to keep pushing, to rely on your own strength, but I say, come to me. Let me show you how to live in this victory. It is not a distant hope. It is your present reality. When the enemy whispers lies, point to the cross and say, it is finished. When fear rises, cling to the empty tomb and declare, he is risen. When weariness threatens to overtake you, rest in the truth that I have overcome the world. This is not about what you can do. It is about what I have done. My Son's sacrifice was enough, more than enough. and it covers you completely. My child, the victory of the cross is not a story of the past. It is the power of your present and the hope of your future. Every wound I bore, every drop of blood I shed, was for you. I saw you then, and I see you now. You are not alone in your struggles, for I have walked through the ultimate battle, so you might stand in peace. Let this truth sink deep into your soul. The fight is over, and you are victorious because I am victorious. Release the need to strive, to earn, to prove. Step into the freedom I've given you, and let me guide you in living out this triumph. The cross is your anchor, the resurrection your assurance. Victory is yours, my child. Rest in it, rejoice in it, and walk in it with boldness. My beloved child, do you see the battles before you and feel the urge to fight harder, to push with all your might, as if the outcome rests solely on your shoulders? The world has taught you to strive, to claw your way to victory, to believe that success depends on your effort alone. But I am here to tell you a different truth. You are not fighting to win this battle. You are fighting from a place of victory. The triumph is already mine, secured through my death and resurrection. And because you are mine, it is yours as well. This changes everything, my child. It reshapes how you face your struggles, how you walk through the storms, how you stand against the enemy. When you fight from victory, you no longer strive to prove yourself. You no longer exhaust your spirit trying to earn what I have freely given. Instead, you walk in the assurance of what I have already done. Think of it this way, my beloved. Imagine a game where the score is unsettled, the pressure mounting with every move. The tension is unbearable, the fear of failure ever present. But now picture a game where the victory is already secured, where you step onto the field knowing the outcome is certain. You play with confidence, with peace, with joy. This is the life I am inviting you into. The cross has settled the score. The empty tomb has sealed the triumph. You are not scrambling for victory. You're standing in it. The world will tell you to keep pushing, to rely on your own strength, to fight as if everything depends on you. But I say, stop striving. Weariness comes when you try to carry what is mine to bear. I have overcome the world. My child, I have defeated sin, death, and every power that rises against you. Your battles are not a test of your might. They are an opportunity to trust in mine. When trials come, when the enemy attacks, when the road grows steep, remember this. You stand on a battlefield where the victory banner already waves high. You are more than a conqueror, not because of what you can do, but because of what I have done. Let this truth become your anchor, my beloved. You don't need to fix everything, control every outcome, or achieve perfection in your own power. I am asking you to walk in faith, to trust that the victory is yours by my grace. When you face challenges, do not bow to fear or surrender to despair. Lift your eyes and see the cross, where I bore your burdens. Gaze upon the tomb, empty and powerless, where I triumphed over death. These are not mere symbols. They are your reality. Every struggle you encounter is a chance to stand firm in what I have accomplished, to declare that the fight is finished, and to walk boldly in the victory I have given you. My child, this shift in perspective is a gift. When you fight from victory, everything changes. The pressure fades, replaced by peace. The striving ceases, overtaken by trust. The fear dissolves, consumed by faith. I am not asking you to be strong enough. I'm telling you that I'm strong enough for you. The cross is proof that the victory is yours, not because you earned it, but because I won it. Your trials are not a measure of your worth. They're a canvas for my power to shine. When the enemy comes, when a storm rages, stand tall and proclaim, my Savior has won, and I stand in his triumph. This is not a call to passivity, my beloved. It is a call to confidence. You do not fight in your own strength, but in mine. You do not march forward alone, but with me at your side. The victory is not a distant hope. It is the ground beneath your feet, the air in your lungs, the fire in your spirit. So stand firm, my child. Trust in me. The fight is finished, and you are victorious. Walk in this truth. Let it guide your steps. and let it fill your heart with courage. I have overcome, and because I have, you will too. Rest in my victory, and let it carry you through every battle you face. My beloved child, do you feel alone in the quiet of your soul, as if no one sees the tears you've shed in secret, the burdens you bear in silence? Do you wonder if anyone truly knows the depth of your struggle, the ache of your heart? I want you to hear me now, with clarity and certainty. You are never alone. I am closer to you than your very breath, nearer than the beat of your heart. When the waves of life crash over you, when the darkness feels suffocating, when you cannot see a way forward, I am there. Even when you cannot feel me, my presence surrounds you, protects you, and guides you. I am your light in the shadows, your rock when the ground trembles, your shelter when the storms rage. Think back, my child. Remember those moments when you felt utterly lost, yet a flicker of hope emerged from nowhere. That was me. Recall the times when peace washed over you, unexplainable amidst the chaos. That was my hand upon your life. I have been with you through every high and every low, and I will never leave your side. The enemy labors to convince you that I am distant, that I have turned away, but that is a lie. I am always near, whispering in the tumult, speaking softly in the stillness, reminding you that you are loved, seen, and held. You may ask, why do I still feel so alone? My beloved, the world is loud, and the enemy is cunning. He seeks to drown out my voice with isolation, to blind you to my presence with despair. But I am greater than his schemes. I am the whisper that cuts through the noise, the still small voice that calls you by name. No matter how isolated you feel, know this. I am your constant companion. The world may turn its back, friends may fail, circumstances may falter, but I never will. I walk with you through every valley, every storm, every battle. You're never beyond my reach. Picture this, my child, a shepherd tending his flock, never leaving a single lamb to wander alone. I am that shepherd, and you are mine. When you stray, I seek you. When you fall, I lift you. When you cry out, I answer. My presence is not a fleeting comfort, is an eternal promise. I am the light that pierces your darkness, the strength that upholds your weakness, the refuge you can run to when all else fails. You need not fear abandonment, for I have promised, I will never leave you nor forsake you. These are not empty words. They're the foundation of your hope. When you feel alone, my beloved, call out to me. I'm already there, waiting for you to recognize my nearness. Rest in this truth. I am with you always. In the quiet moments, in the painful moments, in the moments of joy and sorrow alike, I am by your side. You may not always see me, but I am working, weaving every thread of your life into a tapestry of grace. My presence is your assurance, your peace, your strength. The enemy cannot separate you from me. No height, no depth, no power in all creation can tear you from my love. So lift your eyes, my child, when the weight of solitude presses down. Look to me. I am the one who walks with you, who carries you when you cannot go on, who surrounds you with a love that never fails. You are never alone, for I am your God, your Savior, your friend. Trust in my presence, lean into my embrace, and let me be the light that guides you home. I am here, now and forever, and you will never face this journey without me. My beloved child, do you ever find yourself standing in the stillness of your own heart, surrounded by silence, so deep it feels like no one else exists? Do you feel the weight of loneliness pressing down, as though the tears you've cried in secret have gone unseen? The burdens you've carried in the quiet have gone unnoticed. Perhaps the world feels like a vast, empty place, and you wonder if anyone truly understands the ache within you, the fears that stir in the night, the doubts that linger in the day, the longing for someone to simply say, I see you, and I'm here. I want you to hear me now, with a clarity that cuts through the fog of your isolation. You are never alone. I am closer to you than the breath in your lungs, nearer than the beating of your heart, more present than the very ground beneath your feet. I am your Savior, your shepherd, your constant companion, and I have never left your side. Not for a moment, not for a breath, not for an instant. When the waves of life rise high and threaten to pull you under, when the darkness gathers like a storm cloud and blinds you to hope, when you stand at a crossroads unable to see the way ahead, I am there. Even when your senses fail to perceive me, when your heart struggles to feel my nearness, my presence surrounds you like a shield, protects you like a fortress, and guides you like a lantern in the night. I am the light that pierces through your deepest shadows, the rock that holds firm when everything else crumbles, the shelter you can run to when the winds howl and the rains pour. I'm not a distant God, watching from some far-off throne. I am here, walking with you, dwelling with you, abiding in you. Think back, my child, to those moments when you felt utterly lost, when the path ahead seemed swallowed by despair. Do you remember the sudden glimmer of hope that appeared, unbidden and unexpected? That was me, whispering to your spirit, nudging you forward. Recall those times when peace settled over you like a gentle tide, washing away the chaos even though nothing in your circumstances had changed. That was my hand resting upon your life, my voice speaking calm into your storm. I've been with you through every peak of joy and every valley of sorrow, through every triumph and every trial. The enemy labors tirelessly to convince you otherwise. He weaves a lie that I am far away, that I have turned my face from you, that you are forsaken in your struggle. But that lie holds no power, for I am greater than his deception. I'm the whisper that cuts through the clamor, the still, small voice that calls you by name, the one who declares, you are mine, and I am with you always. You may wonder, my beloved, why loneliness still grips you at times. Why does it feel as though I'm absent when the weight of solitude grows heavy? The world is loud, my child, and its noise can drown out my presence if you let it. The enemy is cunning, painting pictures of abandonment to blind you to the truth. But I am not a fleeting shadow or a passing breeze. I am eternal, unchanging, ever-present. No matter how isolated you feel, no matter how dark the night becomes, I remain your constant companion. The world may turn its back, friends may drift away, circumstances may shift like sand, but I never will. I'll walk beside you through every valley, stand with you in every storm, fight for you in every battle. You are never beyond my reach, never outside my care, never removed from my love. Imagine a shepherd tending his flock across a rugged wilderness, his eyes fixed on every lamb, his staff ready to guide and protect. I am that shepherd, my child, and you are the one I cherish. When you wander, I seek you out. When you stumble, I lift you up. When you cry out in the night, I answer with a voice of tenderness and strength. My presence is not a temporary comfort to ease your pain, is an eternal promise to sustain your soul. I have said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. And those words are not hollow. They are the bedrock of your hope, the anchor of your peace, the foundation of your courage. When the enemy whispers that you are alone, point to my promise and declare, my Savior is with me. When despair tries to take root, lift your eyes and see me standing near. My beloved, I want you to picture this. A child lost in a crowded place, surrounded by strangers, feeling small and forgotten. Then, amidst the chaos, a familiar voice calls their name. A familiar hand reaches out. That is me calling to you, reaching for you. You are not lost to me, not hidden from me, not abandoned by me. When you feel alone, call out, speak my name, whisper your need, shout your pain. I'm already there, waiting for you to turn your heart toward my presence. Rest in this truth. I am with you always. In the quiet moments of reflection, in the painful moments of struggle, in the joyful moments of victory, I am by your side. You may not always see me with your eyes, but I am working with a love that never fails, weaving every thread of your life into a story of grace. So lift your head, my child. When the weight of loneliness threatens to crush you, look to me. I am the one who walks with you through the fire, who carries you when your strength fails, who surrounds you with a love that no force can break. You are never alone, for I am your God, your Redeemer, your friend. Trust in my presence, lean into my embrace, and let me be the light that guides you home. I am here, now and forever, and you will never face this journey without me. My love is your refuge, my nearness your strength. Rest in me, and know that I am closer than you could ever imagine. My beloved child, I see the mountains that rise before you, those towering challenges that cast long shadows over your life, those storms that howl without ceasing, those obstacles that seem to defy every effort you make. Do you feel small beneath their weight, powerless against their force, perhaps even hopeless as you stare at what lies ahead? I know the thoughts that swirl in your mind. This is too big for me. I can't do this. There's no way through. I see the burdens you carry, the impossibilities that loom large, the weariness that settles into your bones. But hear me now, with a voice that thunders over the chaos. What feels impossible to you is effortless for me. There is nothing too hard for your God, nothing beyond my power, nothing that can withstand my might. I am the one who parted the Red Sea for my people, carving a path through the waters when escape seemed impossible. I am the one who brought water from a rock in the desert, sustaining life where there was none. I am the one who stilled the raging storm with a single word, turning chaos into calm. I am the one who called Lazarus from the grave, breathing life into death itself. These are not fairy tales or ancient myths, my child. They are windows into my nature, glimpses of my strength, testimonies of my willingness to move on behalf of those I love. And I love you, my beloved, with a love that knows no bounds, a love that delights in doing the impossible for you. Do you doubt my power, my child? I do not ask you to trust me without reason. Look at your own life. Has there not always been a way when the road seemed blocked? Have I not provided for you when the cupboards were bare, when the bills piled high, when the answers eluded you? Think of the times when hope seemed lost, yet somehow you found the strength to take another step. That was me, working behind the scenes, making a way where there was none. Through every season of your life, I have walked with you, proving again and again that my power is greater than your circumstances. The same might that shaped the stars in the sky, that breathed life into the dust, is alive in you today. That mountain you face, that storm that rages, that trial that threatens to break you, they are not your defeat. They are my opportunity to show you who I am, to reveal my glory, to declare my victory. I know, my beloved, that what you see feels insurmountable. Your strength falters, your vision blurs, and fear whispers at this time, "It's too much, that this time I won't come through." But I am greater than your fears, stronger than your doubts, mightier than your challenges. I do not ask you to climb the mountain in your own power. I ask you to trust me to move it. I do not demand that you silence the storm with your own voice. I invite you to rest as I speak peace over it. What seems overwhelming to you is nothing more than a stage for my power to shine. Release the fear that holds you captive. Let go of the doubts that question my work, and trust that I am already at work, weaving every detail of your life into a tapestry of triumph. Picture this, my child, a wall of water standing high, an army pressing close, and my people trapped with nowhere to turn. Yet with a single breath, I parted the sea, and they walked through on dry ground. Imagine a man lifeless in a tomb, his family weeping, yet I called his name, and he rose. These were not exceptions. They were declarations of my nature. I am the same God today, unchanged and unchanging. The power that raised me from the dead flows through your life, breaking chains, opening doors, turning despair into hope. When you face the impossible, do not shrink back in defeat. Lift your eyes to me, the one who makes rivers in the desert, who turns midnight into morning, who transforms the hopeless into the victorious. My beloved, I'm bigger than the problems you see. I'm stronger than the battles you fight. I am more faithful than the doubts you carry. Trust me, for I am at work even now, in ways you cannot yet perceive. That situation you deem impossible, the sickness that lingers, the relationship that's broken, the dream that feels dead. I see it, and I am greater than it. What you cannot do, I can. Where you cannot go, I will lead. When you cannot stand, I will carry you. My power is not diminished by your weakness. It is magnified through it. So let go, my child. Surrender the impossible to me, and watch as I do what only I can do. I am the God who moves mountains, who calms seas, who brings life from death. And I am your God. This is my promise to you. Nothing is too difficult for me. When you trust in my power, you can face any circumstance with confidence, knowing that I am with you, working for you, fighting for you. Call on me when you're overwhelmed. Lean on me when you're weak. Rest in me when you're waiting. I will show you just how mighty I am, how faithful I am, how loving I am. The impossible is where I shine brightest, my child, and I delight in showing you my strength. Trust me, and let me turn your mountains into pathways, your storms into stillness, your trials into testimonies. I am here, and with me, all things are possible. My power is your hope, my might your victory. Rest in me, and watch the impossible bow before my name. Today we face countless impossibles. Financial strain, health crises, fractured relationships, or goals that seem out of reach. The pressure to solve everything ourselves is crushing, especially in a society that celebrates self-reliance. Yet, this message reminds us that what feels unfixable isn't the end. Consider the stress of a looming deadline or a diagnosis that shakes your world. Those are modern mountains. Jesus' power over the impossible invites us to stop panicking and start trusting. Practically, this means taking a moment each day to surrender your worries. Write them down, pray over them, or share them with someone wise. It's not about ignoring reality, but believing something greater is at work. In a culture obsessed with control, this teaches us to release what we can't handle and lean on divine strength. Next time you're overwhelmed, pause, breathe, and say, this is big, but my God is bigger. It's a shift from despair to hope, a reminder that even in our chaos, miracles still happen. My beloved child, do you feel the weight of the battles you face, the assaults of doubt, the arrows of fear, the whispers of defeat that strike when you least expect them? I see the enemy prowling around you, seeking to steal your peace, to rob your joy, to break your spirit. But hear me now. I have not left you defenseless. I have not sent you into this world unarmed and vulnerable. I have equipped you with armor, not forged from steel or crafted by human hands, but woven from my spirit, imbued with my truth, designed by my love. This armor is not just protection, is power, my power, poured into you, so you can stand firm, walk boldly, and claim the victory that is already yours. Do you know this armor, my child? Let me dress you in it, piece by piece, so you may understand its strength and wield its might. First, I give you the belt of truth. The enemy will come with lies, relentless, cunning lies, that you are not enough, that you are too broken, that you will never rise above your struggles. But my truth is your anchor, your unshakable foundation. Wrap it around you like a belt. Let it hold you steady when the waves of deception crash in. My truth declares that you are mine, chosen before the foundation of the world, redeemed by my blood, destined for glory. Speak it over yourself. I am loved. I am forgiven. I am victorious. Let it silence every falsehood. Let's steady your soul. Next, I place upon you the breastplate of righteousness. This is not your own righteousness, for no one can stand perfect in their own merit. It is the righteousness of my Son, Jesus, covering you like a shield over your heart. When guilt rises to accuse you, when shame tries to weigh you down, when the enemy points to your past, remember this. You are clothed in my Son's perfection. You are forgiven, redeemed, made new. This breastplate guards your heart from condemnation, keeping it safe in my grace. Stand tall, my child, for you are not defined by your failures, but by my righteousness. On your feet, I set the shoes of peace, not a fragile peace that shatters under pressure, but my peace, deep and unshakable, beyond human understanding. The world will throw chaos at you. The enemy will stir unrest, but my peace will guide your steps. Walk through every trial knowing I am with you, that my presence steadies you, that my calm sustains you. These shoes carry you forward, not in fear, but in confidence, for I am the Prince of Peace, and I go with you. Take up the shield of faith, my beloved. With it, you can extinguish every fiery dart the enemy hurls. Doubt that questions my goodness, fear that paralyzes your spirit, discouragement that dims your hope. These will come, but they cannot penetrate a heart shielded by trust in me. Lift your faith high and watch the arrows fall powerless. Do not forget the helmet of salvation, my child. Let it guard your mind when thoughts of despair creep in, when the enemy whispers that you're lost or unworthy. This helmet reminds you of who you are, saved by my grace, chosen by my love, victorious in my name. Wear it proudly, for it protects your thoughts, keeping them fixed on my promises. Finally, take up the sword of the Spirit, which is my word. This is no ordinary weapon, is alive, powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword. Speak it boldly, my child. Declare my promises over your life. The Lord is my strength and my shield. I am more than a conqueror through him who loves me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. My word cuts through lies, shatters fear, and claims the victory that is yours. This is your armor, my beloved. Wear with confidence. Step into the battle knowing you are fully equipped to win. The enemy will try to disarm you, to strip you of his protection, to convince you that you are weak and exposed. But he cannot take what I have given. When fear rises, lift your shield and say, I trust my God. When doubt assails, swing your sword and proclaim, my Savior has spoken. When shame accuses, stand in my righteousness and declare, I am forgiven. You're not fighting in your own strength. You're clad in mine. Every piece of this armor is a gift, a testament to my love, a tool for your triumph. Do not cower, my child, stand tall. The battle may rage, but you are not defenseless. Picture a soldier, my child, dressed for war, every piece of armor in place, every weapon ready. That is you, not a victim of the fight, but a warrior in my army. The enemy's weapons cannot prevail against what I have provided. Speak my word when the night grows dark. Trust my promises when the day feels long. Rest in my presence when the battle intensifies. You are equipped not just to survive, but to conquer. This armor is not a burden. It is your strength, your courage, your hope. The belt of truth keeps you grounded. The breastplate of righteousness keeps you safe. The shoes of peace keep you moving. The shield of faith keeps you strong. The helmet of salvation keeps you secure. And the sword of the Spirit keeps you victorious. Walk in this armor, my beloved. Let be your refuge when you are weak, your boldness when you are afraid, your assurance when you are weary. The enemy's lies will come, sharp and fast, but they will fall before my truth. His attacks will rage, fierce and unrelenting, but they will break against my power. You are mine, and I have prepared you for this fight. Wear your armor, wield your weapons, and watch as the enemy flees before you. I am with you, arming you, strengthening you, leading you. This is my gift to you. Step into it and walk in the victory I have secured. In our daily grind, we're bombarded by attacks, stressful emails, negative news, self-doubt that creeps in during quiet moments. The armor of faith and truth is a lifeline here. Imagine facing a tough conversation at work or a personal setback. The belt of truth reminds you of your worth beyond opinions. The shield of faith blocks anxiety about the future. Practically, start your day with a true statement. I am enough because God says so, or keep a verse handy on your phone like, I can do all things through Christ. In a world quick to tear us down, this armor builds resilience. When social media fuels comparison, put on the helmet of salvation. and remember you're valued as you are. Speak positivity over yourself, countering the noise with God's word. It's not about ignoring problems, but facing them equipped. This shifts us from victims of circumstance to warriors of faith, ready for whatever comes. Section 7. Perseverance and the Promise of Breakthrough. Expanded 2,000 words. My beloved child, I see the weariness etched into your spirit, the heaviness that weighs upon your heart as you wait for answers, for relief, for the breakthrough you've longed to see. You've prayed with fervor, hoped with all your might, pressed forward even when your strength waned. Yet the road stretches endlessly before you, and the process feels like a mountain too steep to climb. Do you wonder if I've overlooked you, if the promises I've whispered to your soul will ever bloom into reality? Do you question whether the waiting will ever end, whether the struggle will ever ease? Let me speak to you now, with a love that reaches into your deepest places. This process is not a punishment. It is preparation. Every trial you endure, every tear you shed, every step you take in faith is shaping you, refining you, readying you for the blessings I've stored up for you. The enemy wants you to despise this journey, my child. He wants you to believe it's pointless, to convince you that you're trapped in a cycle of futility, that I've turned my back on you. But I am with you, closer than your shadow, nearer than your breath. What you see is delay. I see as divine timing, perfectly orchestrated for your good. What you feel as struggle, I use to build your strength, to deepen your roots, to prepare your heart for a harvest beyond your imagining. Like gold refined in the fire, you're being purified through this season. Every imperfection burn away, every weakness made strong, every doubt replaced with trust. Nothing you walk through is wasted. Not a single moment of pain, not a single cry in the night, not a single plea from your lips. I am working even when your eyes cannot see, even when your hands cannot touch the evidence of my hand. Perseverance is not just about enduring, my beloved, is about trusting. Trust that I am good, even when the road is hard. Trust that my plans for you are good, even when the path is unclear. Trust that the seeds you sow in tears, seeds of faith, seeds of hope, seeds of obedience, will spring forth into joy in due season. My word declares, let's not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. This is my promise to you, etched in the stone of my faithfulness. The breakthrough is coming. The harvest is near. The process is leading you to a purpose so grand, so beautiful, that you will look back and marvel at my wisdom. Do not stop now, my child. Do not turn away from my voice, for I am not finished speaking to your heart. I long to guide you deeper, to unveil the fullness of what I have prepared. When you feel weak, lean on me, my child. When a path grows dark, let my light shine before you. When your strength fails, let mine carry you forward. One step at a time, that's all I ask. One faithful, trusting step. Even when your legs tremble, even when your heart aches, even when your eyes strain to see the horizon, the enemy will whisper that it's too hard, that I've abandoned you, that the waiting is in vain. But I have not left you, and I never will. I am here, orchestrating every detail, aligning every moment, preparing every blessing. The waiting is not empty. It is full of my presence, my power, my promise. Look to Joseph, my beloved, who sat in a prison cell for years, yet I raised him to a palace. Look to David, anointed as king, yet waiting decades before the crown rested on his head. Their waiting was not wasted. It was my hand shaping them, positioning them, perfecting them. The same is true for you. Imagine a farmer, my child, sowing seeds in the cold of early spring. The ground is hard, the air is bitter, and no green shoots break the soil. Does he abandon his field in despair? No. He trusts the seasons, knowing the sun will warm the earth, the rains will fall, and a harvest will rise. You are my field, and I'm a master gardener. The seeds of your perseverance are buried deep, and though you cannot see them sprouting yet, I can. I see the growth beneath the surface, the strength taking root, the beauty waiting to bloom. What looks like delay to you is my protection, my preparation, my perfect plan unfolding. Trust my timing, for it is never late. Trust my hand, for it is never still. Trust my heart, for it beats with love for you. So hold fast, my beloved. Persevere with hope, knowing that I am faithful. The process may feel overwhelming, but it is not your end. It is your path to breakthrough. When you feel like giving up, call on me. I will renew your strength. When a night feels endless, look to me. I will be your dawn. The harvest is coming, and it will be abundant, overflowing, breathtaking. Stay with me. Keep moving forward, even if it's just a shuffle, even if it's just a whisper of faith. Let me finish the work I've begun in you, for I am not a God who starts and stops. I am a God who completes. You are not alone in this journey, and you will not be denied the victory I have promised. Rejoice, my child, for the best is yet to come, and I am with you every step of the way. We live in an instant gratification culture. Fast food, same-day delivery, quick fixes. Yet life's big challenges like career setbacks or healing from loss demand patience. This call to perseverance resonates deeply. Think of waiting for a job offer after countless applications or praying for a loved one's recovery with no change in sight. It's exhausting, and giving up feels tempting. Jesus' promise of breakthrough through preparation reframes this. Instead of seeing delays as dead ends, view them as training grounds, building resilience, faith, character. Practically, set small goals to keep moving. Read a chapter of a book, take a walk, pray daily, and celebrate tiny wins. In a world that rushes, this teaches us to trust timing beyond our control. When you're stuck, remind yourself, this is shaping me for something bigger. It's not blind optimism, but hope rooted in purpose. Perseverance turns waiting into growth, aligning us with a divine rhythm that promises reward. My beloved child, I see the mountains rising before you, towering obstacles that seem immovable, storms that rage without end. Do you feel overwhelmed, powerless, perhaps even hopeless in the face of what lies ahead? I know the weight of your burdens, the impossibility that looms in your mind. But hear me now. What feels impossible to you is effortless for me. There is nothing too hard for your God, nothing beyond my reach, nothing that can stand against my power. I am the one who parted the seas, who made water flow from a rock, who calmed the tempest with a word, who raised the dead to life. These are not mere stories. They are revelations of my strength, my love, and my willingness to move on your behalf. Do you doubt me, my child? I do not ask you to trust blindly. Look back at your own life. Has there not always been a way when the path seemed blocked? Have I not provided when you saw no provision? Through every season, I have walked with you, proving time and again that my power surpasses your circumstances. The same might that shaped the heavens and the earth is at work in you today. That mountain you face, that storm that roars, that trial that threatens to break you, they're not the end of your story. They are opportunities for me to show you who I am, to reveal my glory, to demonstrate that I am the God of the impossible. I know, my beloved, though what you see feels insurmountable, your strength falters, your hope wavers, and fear whispers that this time, it's too much. But I am greater than your fears, stronger than your doubts, mightier than your challenges. I do not ask you to move the mountain. I ask you to trust me to move it. I do not demand that you calm the storm. I invite you to rest as I speak peace over it. What seems overwhelming to you is nothing more than a canvas for my power to shine. Release the fear that paralyzes you. Let go of the doubts that question my work, and trust that I am already weaving every detail for your good and my glory. Think of the impossible made possible, my child. Recall Lazarus, cold in the tomb, yet I called him forth to life. Remember the Red Sea, a wall of water parted by my hand to deliver my people. These were not accidents or exceptions. They were declarations of my nature. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. The power that raised me from the grave flows through your life, breaking chains, opening doors, turning ashes into beauty. When you face the impossible, do not shrink back. Lift your eyes to me, the one who makes a way where there is none, who turns despair into triumph, who transforms the hopeless into hope-filled. My beloved, I'm bigger than the problems you see. I'm stronger than the battles you fight. I'm more faithful than the doubts you carry. Trust me, for I am at work even now, behind the scenes, aligning every moment for your victory. What you cannot do, I can. Where you cannot go, I will lead. When you cannot stand, I will carry you. My power is not limited by your weakness. It is magnified through it. So let go, my child. Surrender the impossible to me, and watch as I do what only I can do. I am the God who moves mountains, who calms seas, who brings life from death. And I am your God. This is my promise to you. Nothing is too difficult for me. When you trust in my power, you can face any circumstance with confidence, knowing that I am with you, working for you, fighting for you. Call on me in your need. Lean on me in your weakness, and rest in me in your waiting. I will show you just how mighty I am, how faithful I am, how loving I am. The impossible is my playground, my child, and I delight in showing you my strength. Trust me, and let me turn your mountains into plains, your storms into stillness, your trials into testimonies. I am here, and with me, all things are possible. My beloved child, do you know that I have not left you defenseless in this world? The battles you face are real, the enemy's attacks relentless, but I have
equipped you with everything you need to stand firm and walk in victory. I have given you armor, not of metal or might, but of spirit and truth, crafted by my hand to protect you, empower you, and lead you into triumph. This is not mere protection. It is power, my power, poured into you so that you may face every storm, every lie, every assault with confidence. Do you know this armor, my child? Let me show you how to wear it, how to wield it, how to stand in it. First, I give you the belt of truth. The enemy will come with deception, whispering that you are not enough, that you are too broken, that you will never overcome. But my truth is your anchor. Wrap it around you. Let it hold you steady when the lies crash in. My truth says you are mine, loved beyond measure, redeemed by my blood. Speak it, believe it, live it. Let it silence every falsehood. Next, I place upon you the breastplate of righteousness. This is not your own perfection, for none can stand in their own merit. It is the righteousness of my Son, covering you, shielding your heart. When guilt and shame try to weigh you down, remember, you are forgiven, you are new, you are mine. On your feet, I set the shoes of peace. This is not a fragile peace that crumbles under pressure. It is my peace, unshakable, beyond understanding. Let it guide your steps through every trial, knowing I am with you. Take up the shield of faith, my child. With it, you can extinguish every fiery dart the enemy hurls, doubt, fear, discouragement. These will come, but they cannot pierce a heart guarded by trust in me. And do not forget the helmet of salvation. Let it protect your mind when despair creeps in, reminding you of who you are, saved, chosen, victorious in me. Finally, wield the sword of the Spirit, which is my word. This is no ordinary weapon. It is alive, powerful, sharper than any blade. Speak it boldly, my child. Declare my promises over your life. I am more than a conqueror. The Lord is my strength. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. My word cuts through lies, shatters fear, and claims the victory that is yours. This is your armor, my beloved. Wear it with confidence. Step into the battle knowing you are fully equipped to win. The enemy will try to disarm you, to strip you of this protection, to convince you that you are vulnerable. But he cannot take what I have given. When fear rises, lift your shield. When doubt assails, swing your sword. When shame accuses, stand in my righteousness. You are not fighting in your own strength. You are clad in mine. Every piece of this armor is a gift, a testament to my love, a tool for your triumph. Do not cower, my child, stand tall. The battle may rage, but you are not defenseless. I have armed you with truth, with faith, with peace, with salvation, with power. Walk in this armor, my beloved. Let it be your strength when you are weak, your courage when you are afraid, your hope when you are weary. The enemy's weapons cannot prevail against what I have provided. Speak my word, trust my promises, and rest in my presence. You're equipped not just to survive, but to conquer. This is my gift to you. Wear it, wield it, and watch as the enemy flees before you. You are mine, and I have prepared you for victory. My beloved child, I see your weariness, the heaviness of your heart as you wait for answers, for relief, for breakthrough. You've prayed, you've hoped, you've pressed on, yet the road stretches long before you, and the process feels unending. Do you wonder if I've forgotten you, if the promises I've made will ever come to pass? Let me speak to you now with love and truth. This process is not a punishment. It is preparation. Every trial you face, every tear you shed, every step you take in faith is shaping you, refining you, readying you for the blessings I have in store. The enemy wants you to despise this journey, to believe it's pointless, to convince you that you're stuck or abandoned. But I am with you, my child, every moment of the way. What you see is delay. I see as divine timing. What you feel as struggle, I use as strength building. Like gold purified in fire, you're being refined through this season. I am strengthening your faith, deepening your trust, preparing your heart for a harvest greater than you can imagine. Nothing you endure is wasted. Not a single moment, not a single pain. I am working, even when you cannot see it, weaving every thread into a masterpiece of grace. Perseverance is not just enduring, my beloved, it is trusting. Trust that I am good, that my plans for you are good, that the seeds you sow in tears will bloom into joy. My word declares, let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. This is my promise to you. The breakthrough is coming. The harvest is near. The process is leading you to a purpose beyond your wildest dreams. Do not stop now, my child. Do not turn away from my voice, for I am not finished speaking to your heart. I long to guide you deeper, to show you the fullness of what I have prepared. When you feel weak, lean on me. When the path grows dark, let my light guide you. When your strength fails, let mine carry you. One step at a time, my beloved, one faithful, trusting step. The enemy will whisper that it's too hard, that I've left you, but I have not. I am here, orchestrating every detail, aligning every moment for your good. The waiting is not empty. It is full of my presence, my power, my promise. Look to Joseph, who endured prison before purpose. To David, who waited years before the crown. Their waiting was not wasted, and neither is yours. I am preparing you, positioning you, perfecting you. So hold fast, my child. Persevere with hope, knowing that I am faithful. The process may feel overwhelming, but it is not the end. It is the path to your breakthrough. Trust my timing, for it is perfect. Trust my hand, for it is steady. Trust my heart, for it beats with love for you. The harvest is coming. It will be abundant. Stay with me. Keep moving forward, and let me finish the work I've begun in you. You are not alone in this journey, and you will not be denied the victory I have promised. Rejoice, for the best is yet to come. This story of struggle, victory, and divine presence speaks directly to our lives today. We all face battles, whether it's the pressure of work, the weight of personal challenges, or the quiet fears that keep us awake at night. Like the child in this message, we often feel alone, overwhelmed, or stuck in an endless fight. Yet, the promise remains, we are not abandoned. The cross reminds us that our greatest battles have already been won, and we're called to stand in that truth, not strive for it. In a world that demands constant effort and instant results, this teaches us to trust in a higher power, to rest in faith rather than exhaustion. My advice? Pause each day to listen, whether through prayer, reflection, or stillness, and let that voice of love guide you. Speak truth over your circumstances. Lean on strength beyond your own. And persevere, knowing the process is shaping you for something greater. Victory isn't just a distant hope. It's your reality now. Walk in it boldly, trusting you're never alone. If this message has blessed you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss powerful, life-giving words from the Lord. Together, we'll walk in faith and live fully in the embrace of God's unfailing love. Amen.